Some mornings, all you want is to feel close to God, not just believe in Him, but truly abide in His presence. To walk through your day knowing, not guessing, that He is with you, watching over every step. Psalm 15 begins with the question that echoes in every heart that longs for Him. Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live on your holy mountain? In a world filled with noise, distractions, and compromise, it's easy to feel distant. Easy to wonder if you're doing enough, living right, walking worthy. But this psalm is not about perfection. It's about posture. A heart that chooses truth, a spirit that chooses peace, a life that reflects the one it follows. This morning, God is not pushing you away. He's inviting you closer. Closer to holiness. Closer to wholeness. Closer to Him. So breathe in this stillness. Let this prayer lead your heart home again, because the one who called you also welcomes you into His presence.
Psalm 15 doesn't describe a checklist. It describes a lifestyle, a posture of the soul. It answers the question, who may dwell in your sacred tent, Lord? And the answer is this: the one whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart. God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for honesty, for purity of intention, for hearts that are willing to reflect His light even when no one is watching. In a world that rewards deception and self-promotion, God delights in the one who keeps their word, who speaks with gentleness, who stands by what is right, even when it costs them something. This isn't just about morality, it's about intimacy. Because closeness with God isn't built on performance, it's built on alignment. When your character aligns with His heart, you begin to walk with Him, not just talk about Him. And that walk brings peace. It brings confidence. It brings the quiet joy of knowing that your life honors the one who gave it to you. So today, let Psalm 15 guide your path. Let it call you deeper, not into rules, but into relationship.
Integrity isn't flashy. It doesn't draw attention. It doesn't make headlines, but it anchors your soul. It's in the quiet decisions, when no one's watching, when you could take the shortcut, when you could say just this once, but you don't. You choose truth. You choose honor. You choose God's way. Psalm 15 says, "The one who does not slander with their tongue, who does no wrong to a neighbor, and casts no slur on others." In other words, someone who uses their words to build, not destroy. Someone who carries peace, not poison. That kind of life may not seem powerful, but in God's eyes, it's holy ground. When you live with integrity, you don't have to hide. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to fear exposure, because your heart is aligned with truth. And that kind of alignment brings you into the nearness of God. It doesn't mean you'll be perfect. It means you'll be pure in spirit, willing, humble, open. And God draws close to that. So this morning, ask Him to shape your character, to guard your mouth, to steady your steps. Because peace isn't found in performance. It's found in a life of truth.
In a world of shifting values, where loyalty is rare and truth is often bent to fit convenience, God is still looking for the faithful. Not the perfect, not the popular, but the consistent, the steady, the ones who live the same way in secret as they do in public. Psalm 15 highlights this kind of faithfulness. Who keeps an oath even when it hurts and does not change their mind. That kind of person isn't driven by pressure. They're anchored in principle. They follow through, even when no one applauds, even when it costs them time, comfort, or reputation. And God notices. He honors the hidden faithfulness. He sees the choices that no one else celebrates, and He rewards them with closeness, with presence, with peace. Because when you walk in truth, you walk with Him. And when you live in integrity, you begin to reflect His image in a world that desperately needs it. You may feel alone in your commitment to righteousness. You may wonder if it's worth it. But Psalm 15 reminds you, yes, it is, because God is near to those who remain true.
The world around you may be loud, chaotic, unpredictable, but your soul doesn't have to match that rhythm. Psalm 15 ends with this powerful promise. Whoever does these things will never be shaken. That's not a poetic metaphor. It's a spiritual reality. When you live with a clean heart, a clear conscience, and a consistent walk with God, you become rooted. Storms may come, people may change, but your peace holds. Your mind rests, because you know you're walking in alignment with your Maker. It's not about perfection, it's about direction. Choosing day after day to walk upright, to speak truth, to live clean. That kind of life doesn't just survive, it stands. And when the world begins to shake, you'll have something many don't: unshakable peace. Not because everything around you is stable, but because the one within you is. So this morning, ask God to build your life on what lasts, to deepen your roots in His character, to help you walk in integrity and experience the strength that comes with it.
Father, as this day begins, I don't ask for perfection. I ask for alignment. Let my heart be pure, my words be honest, my thoughts be grounded in truth. Lord, shape in me the kind of life that honors you quietly, faithfully, consistently. In a world that wavers, make me steady. In a culture that compromises, help me stand. Thank you for the words of Psalm 15, for reminding me that your presence is not reserved for the flawless, but for the faithful. Help me to walk with integrity, to speak with grace, to treat others with dignity, and to keep my word even when it costs me. Let my life reflect your light. Let my choices echo your heart. Let me dwell in your presence not just for a moment, but as a way of life. You are my stability. You are my peace. You are my reward. I give you this day, Lord. Let me live it close to you, unshaken, uncompromised, unmoved. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.